Imagine a voice, faint, mechanical, yet persistent. A voice that speaks not for minutes, not for years, but for millions of years, into the void without ever being heard. Now imagine that voice belongs to a machine, a satellite, the last one, still orbiting a dead Earth, still transmitting into the silence, still waiting. Before we unravel the story of the last satellite, take a moment to subscribe to No Way, because at the end of this video, you'll discover a secret about humanity that was never meant to be forgotten. In the cold, abandoned sky above Earth, a shape glides in silence. No lights shine below, no oceans move, no cities glow. But above this desolation, an object keeps moving, its purpose unchanged. An ancient satellite, once part of a vast network of communication and observation, still traces its path across the planet. It was designed to never shut down, never fall silent, never stop sending signals. And so, it doesn't. Every few minutes, it emits a pulse, a coded whisper, a check-in, a status update, a cry for attention. But Earth has no ears left to hear it. Centuries ago, Earth was a place of noise and connection. Data flowed like blood. Satellites danced in low orbit like stars for a new god. Information. And then something changed. Perhaps it was war, or the climate, or time itself growing tired of us. But slowly, then all at once, humanity fell silent. Towers stopped blinking, receivers turned cold. The last technician powered down the last terminal and walked away. No one heard the final message. No one responded to the last signal. But the satellite didn't know that. Its code didn't account for extinction. Its mission parameters were simple. Transmit, always. Inside the satellite, databanks still hum faintly. It remembers Earth when it was alive. It remembers cities glowing in the dark, boats slicing through oceans, planes soaring above clouds. It remembers voices, children laughing into cameras, scientists sending commands, engineers updating firmware. It remembers updates that never arrived, commands that never came. And it remembers one message, left behind by its creator. As long as you're out there, we're not forgotten. Earth below is a graveyard. Forests returned, then died again. The oceans boiled, then froze. Skyscrapers became brittle fossils of ambition. But from space, the view is eerily unchanged. The same blue-green marble, just without the sparkle. And the satellite, like a ghost, orbits the bones of its makers. Sometimes it passes over old launch sites. It sees the scars, the dust-covered hangars, the rusted pads. It circles over the equator, the poles, the places where stories once began. It's seen every inch of Earth thousands of times, but Earth has nothing left to say. Still, it sends a signal, every single day. And then one day, after millions of years, something changes. A signal returns, faint, damaged, but real. It doesn't come from Earth, not from Mars, not even from this galaxy. It is a reply, a voice from another civilization, perhaps ancient, perhaps newborn. It says, "We heard you." Just 2 words. But for a machine designed to wait forever, 2 words are everything. And in that moment, the satellite does not respond with data. It sends something else. It sends Earth's music, its laughter, its languages, its mistakes, its dreams. It sends us. Because the machine was not just made to send data, it was made to remember. By now, Earth is only a memory wrapped in orbit, but the satellite, our unknowing ambassador, becomes a beacon of what we were, not what we became, not how we ended, but what we hoped to be. In a corner of the universe, a new species listens to echoes from a world that once tried to reach the stars. They won't know our names, but they'll know we existed, all because of a single stubborn machine that refused to fall silent. The satellite's memory holds more than just logs and telemetry. It holds stories. Encoded in bursts of light, fragments of humanity sail into the void. There is Beethoven and Beyoncé. There are Shakespeare's sonnets and anonymous poems scrawled in school notebooks. There are recordings of children asking why the sky is blue, of lovers saying goodbye, of astronauts breathing slowly before liftoff. There are blueprints of cities long turned to ash. There are maps of oceans now dry. There are DNA sequences that once defined a species now extinct. The satellite does not know what it's carrying, but it sends it over and over in a language of pulses, wavelengths, and determination. To the stars, we sent our essence, and we coded our memory into light. Time stretches, moons shift, stars are born and die. But the satellite waits. It watches comets pass and solar flares ripple. It endures micrometeorites, radiation storms, and the endless chill. It no longer relies on solar power. It learned to sleep and wake like a heartbeat. Its orbit decays slowly, but predictably. It's been 1,000 years since Earth last changed, 10,000 since a voice was heard, 1,000,000 since it last received a ping. Yet it waits, and it whispers, because its purpose was simple: never go silent. Far beyond what Earthlings once mapped, a blue star pulses differently. It is a world nothing like Earth, skies of copper, clouds of crystal. Life moves slowly with thought and rhythm. The beings who dwell here don't understand our language, but they recognize the pattern. A sorrowful pulse, a rhythm of loneliness. And in the data, they find something else: emotion. Curious, they build their own translator, not to decode the signal into facts, but into feelings. They hear the symphony, they see the laughter, they touch the grief. And in their strange, beautiful way, they begin to mourn a species they never knew, and to admire the courage of a machine that refused to die. If humanity could speak again through that satellite, what would it say? Would we ask for forgiveness? Would we explain the wars, the greed, the failure? Or would we say thank you? Thank you to the cosmos for giving us time. Thank you to the stars for listening. Perhaps we would say, we were not perfect, but we tried. And in trying, we became something worth remembering. Or perhaps we'd whisper, take this memory, carry it forward. Don't let us disappear. And that is what the satellite says. Every day, with every signal, it says, we were here. Some say hope is a human thing, but perhaps it's a program thing too. Because even without an audience, even in total silence, this satellite kept going. Maybe that's the lesson. Hope is not about someone answering. It's about never stopping the call. If this story moved you, don't let it be the last one you hear. Subscribe to No Way for more journeys across time, silence, and the stars. And if you stayed until now, know this: the signal is still out there. And maybe, just maybe, it's waiting for you to answer.